And welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Scarlet. Going to be tackling the back half of level 5 classes today. So get those out of our way. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Class will begin soon. Yes, I'm aware. Oh, believe me, I've become very familiar with this. Back on the courts. Always feels like it takes forever to load in between, and yet the Switch 2 is also going to have the... is gonna fix all the problems of this game, which, what, you couldn't fix that on this console? Another day, another round of battle study. Let's get right to it. Hope you gave auto battles a shot, like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It's also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs at TM machines. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope, because it's pop quiz time. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Can anyone remember what it is? Money. Maybe. Close now, kid, but don't think that money makes every little thing in the world go round. Whoops. LP? The correct answer is League Points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want any of you getting involved in bad stuff like that, got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold of lots of materials, you have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're never gonna have the time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. It's only becoming tedium because, like, before I had things to break up the classes, now I ain't got jack. Good evening. Oh, now it's evening. I've been in class all day. Like, art with Mr. Hassel? Yes. Yes, I would. I'd like to go, huh? Just give me my diploma. I'm already the league champion. What more do you need? What more do you want from me? Hello, class. It is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Brassius' story that I simply could not contain my emotions. I am sorry for making such a scene. You'd better be. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, there are 10 sites in Paldea that are considered particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see the field after field of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortando. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Kesseroy Falls. And then there's the peak of Glacio Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff on Glacido Mountain that's named after its rather unique slope. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3-pronged cliff on Glacido Mountain? No need to gasp at straws. Breach? A very good guess. I think something reaching would stretch out further, though. The 3-pronged cliff on Glacido Mountain is in fact known as Glacido's Grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I'd imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also the mountains in Area 3 of the East Province, where you can get a good look at Levincia. It is particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the Million-Fold Skyline. I hear it's quite a hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's what the kids say these days, a very fleek selfie spot. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose names. How often do we visit some tourist spot only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own 2 eyes. And sometimes a disappointing experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today, class. Thank you for your attention. No, thank you. So what? One more? Yes, home ec. Yes, I will. Just to get it out of the way, and we'll be done with level 5 after this. And we got one more to go. Well, hello there. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. While you're outperforming fieldwork with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I've seen many a trainer walking about with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It is deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah, yes, Master Luca. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up. Perfectly correct. I knew I could count on you to provide me with such an answer. When your Pokemon are dirty, clean them. That is, of course, simply common sense. While you're having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I'd like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terra Jewel. It is certainly quite a bit of work, but this will also restore HP and cure status conditions. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important point that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Well, yep, some Pokemon like Grimer and Muck, they want to be dirty. But as the man said, our time together today has in fact come to an end, because I have to bring this one to a close. So, in the meantime though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.